Good afternoon, Fantasy Bay. Mike Williams here with another Week 4 game preview. And we're going to be going over the Saints versus the Dallas Cowboys. So let's get it started. This game is going to be on Sunday at 8:20. The over-under is 47, and the Dallas Cowboys are favored to win by 2.5. All right. So let's get started with the Drew Brees-less Saints. Hurts me to say that. I know that I'm a Bucs fan, but Drew Brees is an amazing quarterback, so I really hate to watch this happen to him. But that's football. Got to keep it moving. Teddy Bridgewater stepped in, 2 touchdowns, 177 yards. He also ran it for 12 yards. Mediocre. I'm not really trying to play him. Personally, I believe that there's other people that you can be playing over him. A lot of people that are on the waiver wire. I'm playing Matthew Stafford over him this week. Daniel Jones over him this week. But he was mediocre at best. 62 QBR. All right, let's go down to the running backs. Alvin Kamara, you're going to play him every week, of course. He had 16 carries for 69 yards, 1 touchdown. That was on the ground. In the air, he had 9 receptions, which is always where he's so lethal. 9 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown. Absolute beast mode. I know he won you a lot of games last week. Next, let's move over to the wide receivers. Most importantly, Michael Thomas, 5 receptions, 54 yards, and a touchdown off of 7 targets, which is less targets than Alvin Kamara got. Alvin Kamara got 10 targets, and Michael Thomas following him up with 7. Ted Ginn got 5 targets, but he only had 15 yards on 2 receptions, so I'm not really too concerned about him. Let's see how the Dallas Cowboys play against the different positions. So we have, against the quarterback, the Dallas Cowboys are 5th. That's not looking good for Teddy Bridgewater. I'm still going to start Michael Thomas. I'm still starting Alvin Kamara, but just know that Teddy Bridgewater does not have a very good matchup. Against the running back, the Dallas Cowboys are 30th. And that is amazing for Alvin Kamara. Not like you weren't going to play him anyways, but absolutely phenomenal. Looks like a good DFS play. And for tight end, the Dallas Cowboys are 22nd. So I don't know if we were going to play their tight end anyways, to be honest with you. Jared Cook. 1 reception for 7 yards. Until Drew Brees gets back, I'm really not looking to get the fringe starting players when Drew Brees was there, like the Jared Cooks, the Ted Ginn Jr.'s. I'm not really looking to those too much right now. And then against the wide receivers, the Dallas Cowboys are 7th. Like I said, though, I'm starting Michael Thomas and pretty much no one else on the receiving end. All right, now let's go over to the Dallas Cowboys, who had the opportunity to destroy Miami last week, which seems like a new regular occurrence. So you have Dak Prescott with 246 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. That's really good just in the passing. Then you have to look at his rushing, two rushes for 7 yards and a touchdown. That gives him a total of 3 touchdowns. Looking very good. He has been on fire this year. I have him in a few leagues, and he's definitely start worthy. Zeke Elliott, you're going to start him every week because he's a monster. 19 carries for 125 yards on the ground, and in the air, he had 2 receptions for 14 yards. Obviously, start him up. Tony Pollard, he looked great. 13 carries for 103 yards and a touchdown. I think in games where Dallas is going to be blowing out their opponents, they're not going to run Zeke into the ground when you have somebody like Tony Pollard in the backfield that can soak up some rushes. You don't want to get Zeke injured in a game where it's over. There's no chance they were going to lose to Miami. About halfway through, it's like, all right, let's get this backup in here. Amari Cooper looks amazing. 6 receptions, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's started this year off great. Obviously, I think he's a great play. So fire him up. I'm not really running out Randall Cobb. So leaving him on the bench, as well as any tight end. All right, let's see how good the Saints are defensively against them. The Saints rank 31st against the quarterback, so Dak should have a great game. Nice little DFS play there. We have running back difficulty. The Saints are 19th, so they're mediocre, but like I said, you're starting Zeke anyways. I don't know if I'm starting Pollard, but I'm definitely starting Zeke. Now let's get down to the tight end. Dallas is going against the Saints, and the Saints are the third against the tight end. It's amazing, but I'm not starting Jason Witten regardless of how good they are against him anyways, so it's relevant. And then last but certainly not least, against the wide receiver, unfortunately, the Saints are 30th against the wide receiver. That means Amari Cooper should feast. Let me see if you know what? Randall Cobb might actually also have a decent game as well if you're looking for a player with some upside. And that's going to do it for the Week 4 game preview, Dallas Cowboys versus Saints. If you have any questions, hit me up on Fantasy Bay. Later, Fantasy Bay.